In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can make these really cool collages on Pinterest and the videos that go with them on your iPad. Okay, you're going to head on over to Pinterest. I'm using my iPad, so I think this is going to work a little differently than it does with your mobile device. I'm going to open up to my all page, and then I'm going to scroll, and I usually scroll until I find something that catches my eye. I actually like this image, so usually on the phone you can click this bottom magnifying glass and they'll do it for you, but what I've decided to do, or what I think works best on the iPad, is to click these three dots at the top and then go down to the menu and hit add to collage, and then add to a new collage, and then you have the image. Now you can leave the image like this, drag to make it bigger, to make it your background, or if you just want this to be a part of the collage, I would then do is tap on it, and then it brings you the options of what you can do. Right here, you can like give it movement, so it's like pivot, wave, slide, swivel. It does all those things. And if you don't want to, just go back to none. Then you can go next to that, which is color, and you can apply different filters to it. Then you can go to border. You can add a shadow, outline, film, border, tape border. This is really cute too for collages. And then like the ripped aesthetic border. And then the last part is the scissor option. And then you can select all, which will kind of give you the entire image, or you can add and you can kind of like outline with your finger what you want outlined and what part of the image you want to show in the outline. Bear with me, I have an old iPad, so I do it with my finger. And as you can see, the outline of what you kind of added highlights and lights up, and you can use this to slide the pen to be bigger or smaller. If you have an Apple pen, I'm pretty sure that this will be like way more easier, way more seamless for you. I don't, like I said, this is an old iPad, but you can go into the erase side and then kind of erase the things that you don't want to see on the outline or the cutout. Or you can use shapes, pull up shapes, and they have a bunch of different things that you can pull up. Even the shapes that you've created in your other collages will also show up. So you can do square, you can do circle, arch, there's a flower, all these cool, fun, funky shapes that you can kind of outline with like that. And usually sometimes I can get a good outline without having to use the pen tool by kind of playing with the border and the crop option. And then it researches, and then you get your cutout like that. So now you have the image. You can put it wherever you want on your collage. And then you add the plus button to go in. And the greatest option I think I like about this is cutouts for you, because they kind of curate things that go along with your theme, things that they see in other collages with whatever image that you have. And you can just search through here. You might see what you actually collaged, but this has like an outline around it because somebody else used it. But yeah, you can skim through this and find different things to add. And you just click it, put it on your board. You can move it, you can pinch to make smaller or bigger. And once you continue to like add a bunch of different things and kind of fill up your board, right? One cool thing is how the layers work. So let's say I want this Coca-Cola to be bigger here, but I want it in the background. What you're gonna do is press on it, and then you're gonna see these kind of dashes or lines, and then when you swipe down, it's gonna change the layer. So if I want that to be on the bottom, I can leave it there. If I want it to be in front of the dice, there. In front of the eye, there. In front of the 8-ball, there. And then if it was closer, it would have been in front of the Birkin if I went up another layer. But yeah, that's how you can do that. And the other thing I love is if you tap the background, it brings up a bunch of different color options. So you can play around with the colors and stuff that you want your background. Or if you don't like that, at the plus, you can go back out. You can search for a background. I'm going to use this just because it's close. You can drag to fill in that space and then press down again and then bring it to the bottom layer like that. And so then you kind of have like your collage. Granted, this one is kind of ugly, but I'm just showing y'all what to do. And then I'm going to hit the next button. Now, you can title your collage whatever you want to title it. I'm just going to pick a random title. But a reminder that it's important to have a good title so that it optimizes like your engagement and people seeing your pin on Pinterest. And then you're going to describe your collage as well using optimization tools like hashtags and then like keywords that work with your collage or that are in your collage. Now, you can publish to your profile or you can publish specifically to one of your boards. If you click profile and you meant to click board, you can always go back and then add it to a board. And then enable remixing just allows you to have other people use your collage if they want to. If you don't, you can cut that off. And then you have alt text to describe your pin's visual details. That's for people who are screen readers. And then you create. And then it saves to your thing. Now you can also download like little videos of your collage. So you can do a time lapse like this. You can do the regular video, I guess, which is kind of boring. You can do the uncrumble, which is pretty cool, like a piece of paper. You can do ink with that design, heart, analog, kind of like glitchy, and then just a regular image. I like to always download the uncrumble one because it's cute to me. And then that's also going to save to your camera roll. So it'll give you a notification that it's saved to your camera roll. Then you go to your profile and then your collages will pop up and you'll have all collages in progress and then created. And yeah, there you go. And then of course, in your camera roll, you'll have your video, which is cool to share. But yeah, that's how I have been creating my little collages on Pinterest. I feel like it's a bit user-friendly on more updated devices. A newer iPad probably will work better, but also it's really easy on your iPhone. But yeah, that is how I collage on Pinterest. Make sure you all follow me on Pinterest at blackgirl2fly. Here it is. And then, yeah, check out my pins and my collages because I'm kind of obsessed with this now. I really want to do this instead of doom scrolling and just, as y'all can see, I've been going to work on my other page because this is so cool to me. But yeah, I want to do this instead of doom scrolling and like being on TikTok and like just mindlessly consuming. Like I want to create more in my spare time instead of scrolling. So yeah, that's it, y'all. I hope that this helped you out. And yeah, follow me for more.